Submitting a CV seems like the easy part of a job application process. You go onto the online portal and submit it, or you write an email and attach it, and that's it. But did you know that an average recruiter or hiring manager spends only 5 to 7 seconds reviewing your CV? That's it. A decision for your career's future is made in just those few seconds, so you need to make them count. Hi my friends, my name is Mehar Batra. I'm your career coach and mentor helping you accelerate your career. And today I'm going to talk to you about why a CV is so important for your job application process. I have made a previous video on this that you can check out right here, but there are many things that we are going to discuss today, such as what is a CV and why is it so important, some mistakes that I've seen applicants make while applying for jobs at my company, and some interesting facts to keep in mind so that you can make a stronger CV for your next job application. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into it. Firstly, my friends, what exactly is a CV? A CV is basically an important arm of your work experience and education so far. It's all the experiences you've had in your professional life all boiled down to 1 to 2 pages. And that's a lot of information to put on a few pages. And that's why you need to take care what goes on there and treat it with the same amount of care and professionalism as an interview or as in your day-to-day job. I do want to disclaim that a strong CV does not guarantee you a job, but it does make the whole process a lot more easier. Having a strong CV will definitely boost your chances of finding the right job for sure. So why is a CV so important, my friends? It's because a complete stranger, a recruiter, a hiring manager is going to be judging your capabilities on the basis of this one document. It's the first impression you're going to make on this random stranger who has no idea about all the good stuff you've done in your career. So you have to make sure that you pitch yourself properly in the CV. It also helps the recruiter or hiring manager, the employer, understand and assess whether you have the necessary skill sets that they are looking for. So it's so important that you treat this document as the utmost version of the truth and all the stuff that you've done in your career. You have to make sure you're highlighting the keywords and also not over exaggerating or lying about the things that you've done. A CV will be the most important document that you ever make in your career. So now let's move on to some of the mistakes I personally have noticed as an employer, as a recruiter today, that applicants make, which straight away normally leads to rejection. So first and foremost, my friends, I have noticed that people make a lot of grammatical errors. Sometimes there are formatting mistakes, there are typos, the language is not professional enough, and this just shows to the recruiter that you are not diligent or you don't care enough to make a good application for this job. So your CV may be full of amazing qualifications, but if you're not communicating it properly to the recruiter, you're going to get rejected. The second mistake I have noticed a lot of applicants make is that they add unnecessary information onto their CV, such as their personal details like their parents' names, their religion, their gender, their caste, their personal declaration. These are things that you need in your personal biodata, not on your professional CV. And this often leads to the third mistake, which is the formatting. The formatting of the CV goes all over the place, extending up to 3 pages with no proper white space, no bullet points, and just all the information in a haphazard manner. Make sure you're investing the time and energy in creating a good CV template so that it's easy to understand and read, and everything is properly aligned, my friends, with proper clear sections and bullet points where needed. The fourth mistake I see people making is that they are just not formatting the CV in the right structure, as in the flow of the CV is totally incorrect. I personally recommend a CV being in chronological order. That means the most recent information should be on top. So let's say you have pursued 2 degrees, an MBA and an undergrad degree. Your MBA degree should come on top and followed by your undergraduate degree. A lot of big companies hire external agents to go through the recruitment process, especially reviewing the CVs. So you have to make sure that the structure is loud and clear so that you can stand out from your competition. So use a proper structure, a proper flow, and include all the necessary information but remove all the irrelevant information. Another mistake I see applicants make is just that they blindly submit their CV without any body in the email that they are sending, which is like a cover letter. Add your personal pitch, your personal summary, a little bit about your story into the body of the email, and it's going to make a huge difference. Talk about the passion you have for working for this company and why you would be the right fit. So when the recruiter reads your email, they actually want to go ahead and click on your CV and read that as well. And the last mistake I see a lot of applicants make, my friends, is that they have their CV saved in the wrong format. You cannot save it in PNG, JPG, zip or text format. You have to make sure either it's a Word document or a PDF document. I definitely recommend a PDF document if you're submitting it to the final recruiter. If you're sending it for review, always make sure it's in the Word format. But if it's the final version, make sure it is in the PDF format. So yes, PDF formats unless otherwise specified by the company. So now I want to talk to you about some facts and figures that you need to keep in mind so that you can stand out from the crowd and your CV can shine brighter than the others. Firstly, my friends, is the average length of the CV should be about 489 words long and about 380 words on a single page. I would also recommend having a CV that's just 1 page long if you have less or equal to 5 years of experience. Second fact that I want to share with you, that most recruiters, including myself, reject CV on the basis of these 3 factors mostly. Firstly is that there is lack of customization for the position that the applicant is applying for. So they're just copy pasting the same CV for each application rather than taking out the time to actually cater to what the recruiter is looking for. Second is that they are making impersonal applications, that they don't care who they're applying to. There is no personal connection of wanting to get to know the recruiter or why they actually want to work for that company. Their passion, their energy is just not showing through. And the third is something very basic. It's a basic etiquette, and that is not adding a thank you note at the end of your application. Saying things like, thank you for considering my application, thank you for taking out the time to read my application. I would love to learn more about your experience at this company if you have the time. Another fact is, my friends, 61% recruiters, including myself, think that soft skills are as important, if not more important, than hard skills. Another interesting fact you need to keep in mind is that 3/4 of large companies, or 75% of large companies, use an applicant tracking system, that is an ATS system, to review applicants' CVs for keywords. So you have to make sure that you are customizing your CV with the right keywords in the job description so that it matches the job description. Your CV has to match the job description that you're applying for. And some of the deal breakers for recruiters are typos or bad grammar, unprofessional email address, like saying lazyboy1234@gmail.com. That's not professional. And lack of quantifiable results. So instead of saying I have worked on reports for clients, you can say something more quantifiable, such as I have worked on 20 reports for 10 clients over the last 2 years. It just sounds more impactful. So that's it, my friends. Remember, this takes a lot of effort only initially. You have to be sincere about making the right application for each job. So take out the time to make sure your CV is a winning one, and that will make you land your dream job. I hope this was useful for you. Do comment below if you have any more questions related to CVs, and sign up for a one-to-one mentorship session with me if you're interested in discussing this further on a one-on-one basis. I'll be back soon with another one, but until then, keep working hard towards your goals and making sure you're communicating that to the right people. I hope to see you soon. Bye.